They are frustrated that their concrete jungles did not eliminate the drum beats. For when the drum beat plays, all the slaves run away. And when all the slaves have fled, the plantations are left for dead. And when the institutions lay in ruins, they will say hip-hop was our undoing.
Right now is the Pan-African Showcase. So they have a couple of features that are just talking about Pan-Africanism, which is basically unity between all those from like African descent, basically, which is everybody in the world.
What messages of misogyny and hate have infiltrated the airwaves and taken dominion? Sure, it's catchy, but I don't want to be a carrier of that contagion, head nodding us into end stage oblivion. This is not a push towards musical monogamy or the necessity of affinity for one form over another. This is about the stuff that just shouldn't bother. This is about music.
There's a lot of division, psychological division between people, and we try and breach those gaps. Like the Ottawa scene specifically is very diverse. Like you get people from all walks of life, and it's very interesting how we can all be talking about different things, but at the same time talking about the same thing, which is unity.
Everything is important, and I think poetry is a great avenue for social change because it also, there's a focus on content and standing in your truth. So I think if something resonates with a poet who's standing in their truth, it can also resonate with someone who's listening to that truth and initiate a change.
Whose land? It sure as hell ain't your land, cause those landmarks, landmines, and cause landmarks of destruction lines in the lives of the dwellers in the east. The eye of the beast that constantly feeds in the oil of the east. The steadiest marksman marked X in 1966, X and out the most prominent leaders in our land are ex-presidents, ex-head of states, ex-rape, ex-civilian, ex-military rape. With love and strength and faith.
Through my art and poetry, I try to showcase a part of Africa that I find a lot of Canadians are unaware of. And so I try to talk about some of the struggles that go on in Africa, but at the same time how Africa as a continent is very different from North America. Not better or less important, but they're different.
Use my third eye, deep vision to refract the light of truth through the prism of self. I use pyramidal syllogism to free my ass from prison and take to the streets of the urban idiosyncronicities, selling $10 words in chapbooks. I invent words like Tesla invented shit. Patents pending every time I spit. Sometimes words hit harder than Ali hit. It's the confession of a poetic hitman. I didn't go, but I do what I can. Went down to the rally for Canada out of Afghanistan.
I think there's always room for revolution in the world, you know, but everything is like as within, so without, right? So it's like, you know, an individual can have a revolution in their everyday lives that they live with the decisions that they make and the people that they want to be. Again, like poetry has many layers. So, so does the world need a revolution? Yeah, it needs revolution. It also needs evolution. Do you know what I mean? So again, it comes back to like know thyself, right? Knowledge of self.